NFL 23.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Giants! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback. They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be stopped well short. Only only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the 1st quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals set to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Ebron caught left side. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offs.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Again, it's Burrow. They still can't get it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
11, 12,
And they go play action now. Burrow looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Jones going to keep once more. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. All the option left, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it on for 11 yards out. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. Here we go. To hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Able to find Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make some.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. On third down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. And Jones going to keep once more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.